Come closer. Not your ears, your attention. Because if you're still here, you already know this isn't for everyone. This message was never meant for the loud, the lucky, or the comfortable. It's for the ones who learned how to survive quietly while everything around them tried to break them. I know what it feels like when people watch you fall and pretend it doesn't hurt them, when they doubt you out loud but fear you in silence, when you try to explain yourself only to realize they never wanted the truth, they wanted control. I've been there, giving energy to the wrong people, bleeding for audiences that enjoyed the show. And one day, something inside you shuts down. Not dramatically, not violently, just quietly. You stop reacting, you stop explaining, you stop chasing validation. And people misunderstand that moment. They think silence means defeat. They think you gave up. They're wrong. Silence is what happens when awareness kicks in, when you finally understand that not everyone deserves access to you. And here's what nobody warns you about. The moment you stop reacting, the power shifts. Because people like that don't live on truth, they live on your energy. Your anger fed them, your explanations fed them, your pain entertained them, and the second you stopped feeding them, they started starving. That's why silence scares them, because silence removes their control. You move differently now. You speak less, you observe more. You don't argue, you adjust access. Age didn't make you tired, it made you accurate, and accuracy is dangerous. While they were busy talking, you were building. While they were scrolling, you were struggling in ways nobody saw. While they were sleeping, you were fighting versions of yourself that wanted to quit. You turned darkness into a training ground. You turned isolation into discipline. You turned rejection into precision. And then something strange happened. Your progress got uncomfortable. Your growth got noticeable. Your silence got loud. Now listen closely, because this is where it changes. When your rise becomes too steady, too controlled, too undeniable, the system starts to feel threatened. Not because you broke rules, but because you proved they were never unbreakable. You were supposed to stay small, a statistic, a background voice, not a presence. But now you're not a topic anymore. You're a problem. They don't ask, how did they get here? They ask, how do we stop this? Because you became something money can't buy and fame can't fake. You became discipline with direction, focus with patience, pain with purpose. And that combination terrifies mediocrity. They watch you closely now, analyze you, talk about you in rooms you'll never enter. Not because you're loud, but because you're consistent. You don't need attention. Attention follows results. You don't chase influence. Influence leaks from integrity. And here's the part they can't understand. Your strength didn't come from confidence. It came from endurance. You didn't win because you were special. You won because you stayed when others escaped. You kept going when quitting felt logical. You chose patience when panic was easier. Your formula was never complicated. It was pain plus purpose multiplied by time. And no system knows how to simulate that. They try to label you, reduce you, explain you away. But you can't explain someone who stopped waiting for permission. Your presence creates tension now, not because you're aggressive, but because you're unshakable. People feel exposed around you, not judged, exposed, because your existence reminds them of the discipline they avoided and the excuses they protected. You don't threaten them with words, you threaten them with proof. And that's why your story spreads quietly, not as motivation, as evidence. Evidence that the broken can rise higher than the privileged, that silence can outgrow noise, that focus can dismantle ceilings. You're not cold, you're protected. You're not heartless, you're precise. You didn't disappear, you evolved. And now, whether you speak or not, your movement continues. Because once someone like you wakes up, you don't go back to sleep. You don't beg. You don't chase. You don't explain. You move forward. And every step whispers the same truth into a world drowning in excuses. This wasn't luck. This wasn't talent. This was discipline, executed daily, in silence. And it's only just beginning.